Hey, this is Liz, and you're listening to the SouthCack Syndicate Podcast.
We're just very close to 30,000 realtor members in South Carolina. We're just
agents?
Realtor members. So
what's the difference between a member and an agent?
So a real estate licensee means you're licensed by the state to sell real estate.
You take the class or whatever,
You
right?
take the class, you pass the exam, you file for your license, you get your fingerprint, background check. The state says you're good to go to sell real estate. If you want to join your local board and have access to your local MLS, like ours here, they're
Right.
owned by the same entity. It's not the same entity, but it's in the same building.
Right.
You join the board of realtors, your local board of realtors. Not every board of realtors owns their local MLS, though. Like you can use Columbia, that market, for example. They've got an independent MLS.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. A realtor member also adheres to a code of ethics with articles. Gosh, I've just had a code of ethics training. Is there 16? None of my SDR family listening to this.
Yeah. Oops.
Don't hold me accountable that I forgot how many articles we have. But either way, you're upheld to a code of ethics that you're going to do better, be better.
Sure.
And
Do what's
protect
right.
each other, protect the public,
Yeah.
and so on. So those
Right
are the
on.
differences. But anyways, the point being, our nearly 30,000 realtor members, I think it's right around half of them have only been in the business 4 years or less. So they have not seen
Yeah, they haven't seen this.
anything.
Yeah,
but
everything's been good to this point.
insanity.
Yeah.
And it'll be a shift that some people can't handle.
Actually, they started at the top making more money than they expected. So when it gets back to normal, they're going to think they're losing out because the baseline where they started was this
Well,
high.
and I don't even think it's a money thing. I just think ease of sell. You know,
Right.
houses were on the market for 3 days and they were selling. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of agents out there that
That's
think
right.
they're gifted, and
Sure.
it has nothing to do with that. It's
Nothing.
the fact that there was no inventory and there was tons of buyers.
No inventory, and you have to wonder, did they actually hit the price right?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
It's not
Could've been
necessarily
underpriced.
something to hang your hat on if you sold a home in 2 hours. If you
Yeah.
had to put it in 2 hours, that's probably not doing what your fiduciary duty says you should be doing
Right.
to your client as a seller.
That's right.
Which it's got to be tough though when the market booms like it did, because you know I sold a house 3 or 4 years ago. I had an agent come out, tell me what it was worth. He told me it was worth like 50 more than what I thought it was worth. I was like, "You sure?" And they were like, "Yeah." Put it on the market, had an offer the first day. Well, then for me, I went from one extreme of, "Are you sure?" and then to, "Man, is that too cheap?" It's like,
It's too late.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I had another competing offer, like same deal. So, you know, I think they did what they thought was probably right. Could have still been underpriced potentially, or the market there's just that much demand.
It could be. It's hard to know, and it's so hard to price right now. I mean, we have comparable data that we're able to research through the multiple listing
Yeah.
service. We're able to look at what things have sold for. That's the beauty of an MLS, is two things. You're offered compensation and cooperation. So if you're a member, you have agreed to those two things. And being able to have that data, that helps you find that price for what you think it's going to be.
Yep.
But with so much like shift going on and flux, and you know, we live through a time where one tweet could change the entire course of a day.
Yeah.
Type thing. It can be hard to nail down what you think the exact price is. And I think that a little of that's going on in the market now, where
Yeah.
folks are listing really high and going, we'll figure out if we got it right. Because I'm seeing the reductions. I'm seeing the reductions.